Alright, in this video for GarageBand, I'm going to show you how to use the drum kits to create a beat. So I'm going to choose an empty project once again, and it's going to ask me what type of track I want to start with. We're going to go with software instrument because we're going to be using a drum kit. Now it pulls up the musical typing and it defaults to an electric piano, but you'll notice if I touch the keyboard, that's the instrument, okay? But I'm going to select the drum kit. So let's start with just one of these. Let's try Brooklyn. You hear these are the drums. Whoops, I started recording. Clap, snare, kick drum. We're going to start with the kick drum. I'm going to change the tempo a little slower. I'm going to do like 95 beats per minute. So, things to know. We're going to do the drums piece by piece. So this track will be the kick track. We're just going to focus on the bass kick. We're not going to try to play the drums. We're just going to kind of do it piece by piece. And all together at the end, it'll sound like it flows. So we're going to listen for the click because it's going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do the kick on the 2 and the 4. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's play that back. Let's turn the click off while we listen to it. Cool. I think that'll work. Let's edit it. So I'm going to highlight it and click the editor. And if I zoom out for a sec, you'll see these are all the digital instruments that I made. They're drum kicks right here. I'm going to highlight them all like this, and I'm going to click on this little thing right here. It's called quantize. Okay, it's going to automatically put them in the correct spots where they're supposed to be. So if you were pretty close in GarageBand estimates that where those beats should be. So I'm going to click on this, and it's on 1/16 note. I'm going to click it again, and you'll notice that these kind of click into place. So now they're exactly on time. Alright, this is going to help a lot when we put our other instruments in later. So I'm going to add a new track, and this is going to be my snare, so I'm going to rename it snare. And for this, we're going to use an electronic drum kit. Let's try the crate digger. So I'm going to hit Command K to open my musical typing. And my snare should be on S. Cool. So turn my click back on. Hit record. Oh, I already realized I messed up. I'm playing the snare on the same part as the kick. I gotta play it before. Remember we played the kick on the 2 and the 4? I gotta play this on the 1 and the 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Let's listen back. Turn this off. I can see already there's a big gap. I'm going to have to correct. So let's go to Editor and highlight our snares and quantize. Now let's listen. Pretty simple beat, right? Alright, now we're going to add the hi-hat. Same thing, software instrument, create. Let's name our track. It's good to name your tracks because you might have 30 tracks at the end of a song. Now let's do a regular drum kit. Let's try the Bluebird. Command K. Where's our hi-hat? I like that. Let's Y. Let's do Y. So I'm going to be playing the hi-hat on every count, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. One extra. It's okay, we can crop that in. And once again, we're going to go to Editor. We're going to highlight our hi-hats and quantize them. Let's see how it sounds. I think this first one needs to be put there. Now let's listen. Now if you wanted to make some changes to this, like let's say I wanted to add in twice as many hi-hats. Well, what I would do is click Command on your keyboard and you're going to see a little pencil comes up. I can just add in instruments. So I'm just filling in that gap in the middle, so it's going to play or do twice as many hi-hats. Let's listen to it now. That sounds a lot better, actually. If I wanted to do even more, you get the point, right? Oh, that sounds kind of cool how it changed. So you can use, remember, hold Command and I can click. You can also extend instruments out by going to the side and extending them. Or if I wanted to delete something, I can just highlight it and hit delete and those would be gone. So it's a really interesting tool because you can add a bunch of sound in. I can even zoom in on this and really make it sound interesting. Okay, so we have a pretty good beat here. So I would just keep adding on. I can add instruments in. I could change my snare, my kick. One last thing I do want to remind you that even though you record a track with a certain drum kit, so I remember I used the Brooklyn for my kick, I can change that at any time. I could change it to an electronic drum kit. Like if I wanted to go to Deep Tech, now my kick sounds a lot different. So you can change your instrument at any time. That's it for now.